So this is the this part 2 of the bacterial diversity and the ecology. So the next point we were having that it is the evidence that some eukaryotic organelles were prokaryote, some eukaryotic cells were not eukaryotic cells, sorry, organelles were once prokaryotes. Let's see which organelle, eukaryotic organelle like mitochondria, chloroplast. Okay, so this was the point in the ancient time. There was a scientist. This theory was like endosymbiotic theory, and this theory was given or titled by the Russian botanist scientist, which was Konstantin. And in this theory we are having the theory which is endosymbiotic theory. This theory basically states that mitochondria and the chloroplast were bacteria. Chloroplasts were bacteria in ancient time. Let's see how. So the name of the theory was endosymbiotic. Okay, so this is the eukaryotic cell, and this not eukaryotic cell, sorry, organelle. This is the chloroplast. So this was the animal cell, and this was the plant cell. Okay, in mitochondria, he saw that this is the eukaryotic cell. On that time, it was not known. So this was eukaryotic cell. At that time, that eukaryotic cell, okay, it basically engulfs the bacteria. Okay, after engulfing it become mitochondria. So they use antibiotic substance. We were having that on that time, that was chloromophenicol. So this was that they were the, you can say, antibiotic substance was there. Okay, one thing was that to inhibit the protein synthesis in prokaryote. Okay, one work of this was to inhibit the protein synthesis in the prokaryote. Second was that, but not in eukaryotes, because they make the protein. Okay, no effect of this antibiotic were on the eukaryote, but on prokaryote it was to inhibit the protein. So after engulfing, so it become the, you can say that, mitochondria. But before that, before the, you can say that, in the ancient time it was known that the, this is the, basically this theory was tell that the mitochondria and chloroplasts were the bacteria in the previous time, because they were engulfing the bacteria. So they thought that this is the bacteria. After that, in the animal cell we found that this is the mitochondria and the chloroplast. So likewise in chloroplast they saw that if the photosynthetic bacteria basically engulf that, this plant cell basically engulf the photosynthetic bacteria, and they said after engulfing, that is the chloroplast. So in the previous, like, by the previous ancient time they thought that they are eating the bacteria, so these are the bacterial organelle. But after that we found that these are the chloroplast and mitochondria. So in the previous time there was that the chloroplast and the mitochondria are basically the bacteria on the previous time. Okay, so in this both are getting the mutualism. How both are getting the benefit, that is called the, you can say that this is the mutualism, which means both are getting benefit, which means that bacteria is getting energy from the mitochondria and mitochondria getting benefit from the bacteria. So because bacteria is producing the mitochondria, on that time it was the concept. So mutualism was there. And one more thing, that on the outer surface of the mitochondria there was no outer covering, outermost was not there of the mitochondria. So they called that that not no covering mitoplast. Okay, and if we talk about the gene which are present in the mitochondria, so that gene were calling as a plasma genes. So this was a theory. That name of the theory was endosymbiotic theory, which tell that This the chloroplast and the mitochondria were, before that was a bacteria, because they were engulfing the, this chloroplast and mitochondria were engulfing the bacteria. Okay, endosymbiotic theory from the Russian scientist. Okay, so this was about the continue part of the bacterial diversity and the ecology.